Hey, everybody, and welcome, shipheads, to another edition of Mail Call Again. My name is Steven.
My name is Rick.
And one of us has killed a man. Listen to the show. Listen for clues throughout the show tonight to help figure out at the end which one of us murdered a guy. Drop that name in the comments and you'll win a free #MCA t-shirt. Rick, how are you this evening, my friend?
Pretty good. I feel like now one of us is going to have to kill somebody, and we have to come up with MCA shirts.
Well, okay. All right.
I mean, it's a good tease and everything.
First of all, you just gave away that obviously it's not you who killed a guy because you just said one of us is going to have to, which means you haven't, and you don't think I have, apparently. As far as the t-shirts, yeah, I will concede the t-shirts. There's not even one. They don't exist.
I have thought about coming up with some sort of logo, and then it would be easy to do some merch. Just be kind of cool to have one of each.
Hell yeah! I do have this. I mean, I haven't. I thought of this one of us killed a guy contest like just a minute ago.
Yeah.
And so I haven't had a lot of time to think about the merch. So I mean, there's certainly more that we could do that I've had time to think about. But I do like the idea of just a fresh, clean #MCA shirt, like just real simple. But yeah, I'm sure there's other stuff we could think of.
Right, so how many orders do we have? I don't even know.
17 items at last check, unless anything new has sold in the last half hour.
Okay. Yes, I printed out 17 when I printed out the sheet, but we've had 2 sales since that, so it should be 19. Is
that right? Oh, yes, we have.
Yeah, you are behind.
Speaking of behinds, how's your? Yeah, I couldn't think of anything. I was gonna say a woman in your life, but the first thing I thought of was your mom. But then I was like, no. So yeah. Okay, sales. This is something I could check when you ask me if there's anything else before we start recording, because
yeah,
sure, I can easily edit this out later while I'm doing this, and I probably will, because I'll probably go quiet when I'm doing it. But if I do it at the beginning, then I can just cut it out with the entire beginning. Make a note of that for me, would you?
Yep, I'm writing it down right now.
Thank you. Oh, speaking of that, it's kind of funny, and I don't know. I think I've edited a couple now that have you on video, and it's interesting because I feel like I give attention to you not paying attention to what I'm saying more often than the other way around. And I did notice in this as I was editing, how much that I don't really catch on that you're playing the game where I ask a question that neither of us know about whatever. And you go, oh, I think that's, as you're actually looking it up, and you try to pass it off. I didn't realize how often you do that, because I guess I'm probably doing something too while you're doing that. Just kind of like the same reason why you miss, some things that I say, because you're just like doing something. And it was funny because obviously I could see you leaning over to the computer being like, oh, I think that's, let me think if I can remember. And it's just so funny because it's one of those things where it's like, it's so obvious, even just listening to it, but it doesn't even hit me until I see it. I'm like, oh, interesting. And of course also, of course also because that's just such a vintage you bit to do, to try to pass it off like that. So that made me laugh too. Like, of course, that's what he's doing. Ooh, another WWE item.
Those 2 wrestling items tonight.
Mm-hmm.
How long does it take you to edit now? Have you been now that you're cutting a lot more stuff? Is it take more time?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, like I did this last one, and it went really well. I really enjoy, because I think before I started it was at like 140.
Oh,
Or
wow.
no, maybe 130, maybe 131. And then so I really enjoy cutting it down to as far as down to 113. That's really, I don't know, there's just something about that that's satisfying for me.
Right,
Oh,
yeah,
son of a bitch.
So. Yeah.
You didn't even say anything.
Yeah, I was gonna wait till we got to it.
Oh,
wait,
God,
what do you?
Damn it. The last item.
Oh, I know. Isn't that funny?
Yeah,
there's two items when I saw solo. Like, oh, that's funny.
I thought about it, and when we made the bet, and I was like, that's. I mean, these stupid sports ornaments have been selling. that was a pretty stupid bet, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, like I said, other than that, I just really, I thought it was one of the more entertaining shows, certainly that I've edited, and probably just overall. I enjoyed listening to it back.
Nice.
So. All right, so are you ready to rock and roll?
I am.
First item up is a Star Wars metal lunchbox featuring R2-D2.
13 ounces. Pretty sure I've had this thing for a long time. At least a couple years.
All right, Star Wars lunchbox sold for $17.09. Profit $7.40. No list date there either.
Yeah, that one. I think that's got to be one. It's got to be like 2015. That would be my guess.
15?
Yeah, it was probably one of the originals.
Dang. All right. Up next, we have a hubcap for a 1995 to 1997 Ford.
18, 3 pounds.
The Ford hubcap sold for $93.29. Profit $62.13. List date November 21, 2022.
It was 10 days ago?
10 days ago.
No.
Next, we have a Tommy Hilfiger polo shirt.
Oh, okay. 12 ounces.
This actually looked like kind of a cool shirt in the little picture I saw. If you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, it was definitely stood out. It wasn't like your plain old polo.
Yeah, I actually, I'm just remembering when I saw the little picture, I thought initially it was a Sunnyvale hockey jersey.
Yeah,
because it has
yeah,
like going across the chest like that, like diagonal.
Yep.
So I actually did a double take. I was like, did he get his hands on a Sunnyvale hockey jersey? Boy, I don't really want to go down this route much, but I am super gassy tonight. Just wanted to let you know. Tommy Hilfiger polo. What?
I was gonna say how do they smell, but didn't want to go down there either, I guess.
I walk around like my farts don't stink. Because as far as I know,
they don't.
They don't. Tommy Hilfiger men's polo sold for $26.14. Profit $14.65. Listed October 19, 2022.
Like all clothes right in a row here.
Clothes alley, I call it.
Yep. Do you?
I haven't, and I don't intend to, other than that one time, because I didn't like the sound of it. Up next, we have an Abercrombie and Fitch wool sweater.
12 ounces.
Ooh. I know, like, I don't want to play the talk about the person's name when we can't say the name, but
Yeah.
I really like this. This is one of my favorite names of all time. In fact, it distracted me from hearing how heavy this package
12
is.
ounces.
12 ounces. This package is going to California. Have you been to California? Have we talked about this?
We've never talked about California, but no, I have not been to California.
Did you just say we've talked about California?
I said, no, we've never talked about, we've talked about like traveling the West Coast, but we never talked about California directly. So,
okay. Yeah. I thought you said, well, we've talked about California. I was like, I'm sure at some point we've talked about California. That's not what I said.
I got distracted because I realized I grabbed the wrong shirt. So I had to go back and earn that for the next one.
All kinds of subterfuge going on both sides.
I know.
Abercrombie and Fitch wool sweater sold for $26.14. Profit of $14.86. Listed on November 4, 2022, almost a month ago.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I like that name.
Right. Like, it is so hard not to say it because
right.
I bet it's really fun to say out loud. And it also kind of sounds like a sentence, and I always love those kinds of names. All right, up next we have a Columbia sweater. The large blue sweater.
A lot of sweaters.
Yeah, Clothes Alley, remember? Shit, I didn't
right.
say it again.
I don't think I can get this one padded, but I'm going to try.
Jam it in. Mash it.
I once got a Carhartt bib in a padded flat rate. I don't know how I did that, but I got it in there one time. Yeah.
Like, what size bib? Do you remember?
It must have been small because I don't know how that's even possible. But
yeah,
I got them in there. And
like maybe medium.
I don't know. Maybe they were bigger back in the day. I don't know, but this will fit in a padded flat rate envelope.
Oh yeah. Do you remember that Mr. Show sketch where Odenkirk was a streaker? It was like an 80s after school special kind of movie.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like his parents didn't understand why he was a streaker. His dad was like mad about it. I just thought when you were jamming this into the thing into the envelope there, the package, it reminded me of Sarah Silverman is in that sketch, and she's talking. I think his name was Jimmy, the main guy, Odenkirk, the streaker, and she was all in admiration of him and his streaking exploits. And I just remember her looking at him and saying, like, "You sure shoved some meat in their eyes tonight, Jimmy," because he had just done a streak and they were celebrating.
I was thinking about yesterday about the skit where they're protesters.
Oh yeah.
God, that one's good.
Yeah, that's a great one. Hey, ho ho! These girls we slept with have got to go. Hey. Oh God! All right, Columbia sweater. This Columbia sweater sold for $24.64. Profit $10.37. Listed on November 13 of this year. half a month-ish. Up next, we have the current bane of my existence, the Nightmare Before Christmas vampire teddy, which is just going to take money from us. You know, this is a
every tablets, so
yeah, no, but this vampire teddy is a profit vampire. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
you get it? Because it sucks
good
our
one, good
profit.
one.
I know, dude.
You have to set it up really good next time we sell one. Just be like, and next we have a profit vampire from Disney.
I didn't have a good handle on it because I think I got a little excited. I was like, ooh, this is good. I like this. And then I struggled to really get it out.
Son of a bitch.
What is that, like 6 ounces, right? Somewhere in there?
Yeah. Okay, so that sweater that I thought I grabbed wrong was actually, I did have it right, but there was 2 in that bin. I only grabbed 1.
Oh, two sold items.
Right. In the same bin.
Right.
You must have screwed up on that. I gotta grab that. Telling you, I didn't see 2 things on that.
It's just funny because sometimes you say that and I don't really understand what happened. So I'm like, I don't even know if I did. Like I might have. I'm not even sure what happened.
Well, you're right, I guess.
I mean, the great thing is I don't need to be right, so it's okay either way. Vampire Teddy sold for $23.47. Oh shit! Profit of $1.46.
Ah, got a wood stake through the heart of that vampire.
Also, when you went, you sounded a little bit like the Count, which I thought maybe you were. Listed October 7, 2021. Do you rue the day that you bought these vampire teddies?
No, like I said, but the first 20, I probably doubled my money. So, like, I probably broke even on them. So, yeah.
Have you ever rued a day?
I don't even know what that means. Like kangaroo?
You're thinking ROO. Up next, we have a women's Eddie Bauer sweater. Good God, with the clothes. I didn't even realize.
It's like Close Alley here.
I wouldn't say that, but all right.
15 ounces.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing when I put together the order, because I feel like I say, "Oh man, I didn't even realize," like a lot. Oh man, I got a thing of Delta 8 gummies for the first time in a while, and
oh yeah,
you know, so I mean, they're not like, oh my god, really fuck you up, but I kind of forgot they create a real nice baseline of just like good feels.
I have not tried. I forget that we can get those. Like, I forgot there were gummies. But I don't know. I've never really been much of a edibles, but it just lasts too long. That's what I don't like about it.
There you go. I was gonna say, I feel like there's always various reasons that people give for why they do not like the edibles. It's usually either the intensity of or the length of, I feel like.
Yeah.
Which, if it's the intensity of, I'm always just like, well, start slow, eat less, figure it out, dumbass.
Right.
But yeah, the length of, I don't know. I mean, I guess you could also eat less, but it's a little different. Eddie Bauer sweater sold for $26.84. Profit $14.25. Listed October 30th, 2022.
Month? Over a month?
Yeah, just over. Up next, we have a muscle bodybuilding magazine. Who's on the cover of this one? Dick?
I don't know. Doesn't say here.
Dick Debois from 1957.
Oh, he was good. He was good.
Yeah, top 3 easily. Mount Rushmore, I think, for sure.
I wish I knew how many we've sold. Like, I bought that lot of these magazines.
Yes.
I think there was, gosh, I think there's at least 40 of them. But we don't have that many left. I think we probably have less than 10 left. And 8 ounces.
Also, they haven't 8 ounces. They haven't. I feel like they had a kind of a heyday over the summer or recently, and then they kind of stopped.
Well, yeah, and I think that's partly because I'm not listing any more of those magazines, so they just kind of slowly fade away. And plus,
sure,
because all the good ones have been sold, so maybe these are kind of the lesser.
Okay, yeah,
I don't know. Makes sense. My guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's why the price kind of keeps going less and less on them. Then,
well, you can count on Dick Debois to break you off a little chunk. Could be the episode title.
Dick Debois breaking off a chunk.
For Dick Debois, nickname-wise, do you go double D or D squared?
Double D, I think.
All right. Bodybuilding magazine featuring Dick Debois sold for $17.65. Profit $8.81. Listed on December 21st of 2021. Almost a year old. Up next is a 10-pack of 3M high-density diskettes. Rick, what the hell are diskettes?
The 1.44 megabyte diskette, computer disks. You know computer diskettes, right? Remember those?
I didn't just want you to go off the top of your head. I wanted to give me actual information. That was clearly just you saying what you actually know about them.
Oh. Well, what I do know is 10 of them weigh about 12 ounces.
Okay, well, that's important.
I have a question for you.
Go on.
Colonel Blake's wife had 2 first names during the series. What was she first known as? That's interesting.
Huh. Yeah. I did not even know that. I'm not even sure if I can think of either one of them, to be honest with you.
As soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. But I wonder what the other one was now.
Yeah, so it just says the one.
Right.
Oh, man, this kind of sucks because I feel like I should definitely be able to think of at least one of them that I recognize. Remember? Well, I think this is one of them, so I'll just go with it. Lorraine? Or am I thinking of Back to the Future?
Lorraine!
You will be mine, Lorraine! All right, I'm sticking with it. I don't care.
That is not the answer. The answer is Mildred.
Oh, interesting. Are you currently looking up the other name?
I am. Yeah, right. It was Lorraine.
Oh,
right.
Sweet. I thought I could remember him saying like they were having drinks or something and he was getting drunk and talking about her and him saying, "Sweet Lorraine." The 3M diskettes sold for $18.27. Profit $9.82. listed on November 16th, so just a couple weeks ago. Up next, we have a 2002 Jeep men's stainless steel wristwatch. What is your knowledge of how deep into the watch and jewelry business Jeep brand went?
They did for a while come out with a new watch every year. So they must have given them out to if you bought a new watch, because I did see a bunch of them out there that were all kind of in the mid-2000s.
Interesting.
That's all I know. And they weigh 8 ounces.
I remember when I listed this just recently, and I was like, a Jeep watch. Okay.
Yeah, if you're a Jeep head, you'd want a Jeep watch.
God, that is such a valid point. Do you think if you're just a watch head, those are valuable? Or is it just if you're a Jeep head?
Yeah, but I think it'd be more for Jeep heads than watch heads.
If you're a Jeep,
I feel like if you're a
head,
real,
obviously.
yeah.
That goes without saying that's the holy grail, obviously. What were you saying? I feel like you were about to criticize us. You feel like we are real.
I don't know.
Don't be shy, baby. You can say it.
No, I don't remember.
All right. Well, the Jeep watch sold for $55.85. Profit $37.28. And again, for some reason, I had to add this, but in doing so, I saw the other watches I added on the same day, and it was November 17th. So
I was gonna say, it must have just been recently. So
it was. And up next, we have another Ford hubcap. Is this the exact same hubcap?
Yep, those two of them. That's what the joke was when I said, like, yeah, I think I actually have 2 of them.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where was I? Probably trying to restart my laptop.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
You probably have the dimensions in there, maybe?
18, 18, 33.
Yep.
Rick, Macho Man Randy Savage impression. Go.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you would actually balk at it. I didn't think you'd really do it. Which I was immediately going to allow you. I wasn't going to force it because, so out of the blue like that. But yeah, that was a good effort. I appreciated that.
I hope someday we have like like maybe an autograph of oh boy, I should have set this up a little bit earlier. Like a Max Casella like signed shirt or signed picture or something.
You mean Dewey Hauser legend Max Casella? Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Is that what I said? What I said?
Yeah. I thought you said part of it wrong. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So we're talking about Vinny Del Pino either way.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I was
just to make it clear. Okay.
Yeah. So then I can make you do a Vinny Del Pino impersonation.
Oh shit. Would you make me do an impression of our old friend from college doing an impression of Vinny Del Pino? Because I know that was always your favorite.
Right. I think that might be a little too deep for people. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll save that for personal affairs. The second Ford hubcap of the night sold for $110.38. Made a profit of $88.35. And was listed on November 21st. So last week? Tonight? John Oliver? What? Sorry.
Right?
Yeah, no, I'm just in my own world here.
Okay.
Up next, we have a pair of women's trail running shoes, studded shoes.
Yeah, these are pretty sweet. They got like little metal spikes on the bottom for running on ice.
I mean, I thought even just the description, the title was pretty badass. And the person's name who bought them is the most badass of all when you get to that.
Yeah, she messaged me and was asking about them, like if
okay.
She wanted to know if it would work good walking her dog on icy trails.
Ooh.
Of course, they're made for walking dogs on icy trails. It says in the description.
Whatever it takes.
10-8, right? 10-8, 6, 2 pounds. She's like, you say you have a size 5.5, but my shoe size is size 8. Will they fit? It's like, yeah, they'll fit. Just go ahead and buy them.
100%. What's your business lawyer situation? Do you have any representation, or how does that work? What are you liable for in that situation?
Well, yeah. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. Do you want me to edit that out just entirely? All right. The shoes sold for $64.72. Profit $41.02. The state absent.
I think it's
how long do you think you had
year.
those? At least a year.
At least a year. I think it's probably almost a year and a half.
Well, up next we have a very discussed item from our last show. It's sold in the meantime, a Blue Magic king size waterbed mattress.
And to be clear, just so you know, this doesn't have water in it.
Well, then what makes it a waterbed?
What's the deal with waterbeds?
What I didn't understand when I did finally see it was just how, broken down and like, I don't even know what the word is, but like shriveled up, like, yeah. Because I remember you saying, it's like an inner tube. And so I was just thinking like a full inner tube. So I was like, well, yeah, how do you send that? But yeah, like imagine an inner tube without any air in it. And then we're like, right. It was very much, when I saw the picture, it was very much right.
This is going to France, I saw.
Oh, yeah, I was just seeing it's going to the old Kentucky warehouse. In France, it's called an O-bed.
An O-bed?
Because I think O is water. EAU, isn't it, in France?
Dude, I have no idea.
I hope so. I hope I don't have to cut that out to save myself the embarrassment. Because I'll do that, by the way. I hope you understand that. French for water. Oops.
It's my last roll of silent tape.
Silent tape. Well, I'm going to do a whole parody of Silent Night with silent tape.
That's going to be great.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait. Water in France is EAU. So, yeah, my O-bed joke stands.
Okay. 13 by 13 by 6. 14 pounds. Ooh, I underestimated that weight.
And you're saying that's 14 pounds without water.
Right. Does not include, I should have put that in a listing. Does not include water.
Yeah, this is going to get returned for sure. Because they're going to be like, however you say in French, where's the water?
Sacre bleu! Where's the water?
Yeah, well done. Well done. Do you know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France?
Royale with cheese?
Yeah. We've done this before. That's why I did it again. And you nailed it. Just like you did this time.
See, I confused me. I measured something, I forget what it was.
Yeah, you tell me what the shipping amount is, and I immediately forget what it was. All right, water bed mattress, I guess. Still don't agree with using that word because that's not what it is. But nevertheless, sold for $173.66. Profit of $121.92. Listed 2 days ago, November 30th.
Yeah, let me click on that.
It's still the 1st of December for like 31 more minutes.
Arg.
What's happening over there?
I can't find a box.
Do you want to make a box genitalia joke here? Should we move on?
I think we should move on.
Okay, up next we have a Lennox Winter Greetings tea light lamp in box.
That's what she said.
Name of your sex tape. Tea light lamp. That's what we have next. Before I was so justifiably interrupted by your "that's what she said" joke. Boy, I've talked about it before. I don't know what it is. There's something about the box cutter blade kind of slowly going through cardboard like that, like you're doing there. Makes my parts move. I don't know why. Like gets my juices flowing a little bit.
All right. Oh, I mean, you're gonna have the video for it, or the audio for it. You could just like loop
Oh
it.
my god. Yeah, but then I got to see your silly ass. Like, how do I not see you?
No, you just pull the audio out. And
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, yeah. We are very
10,
much on the same page. 10,
9, 8, 3 pounds.
All right. The tea light lamp sold for $38.30. Profit $24.65. Listed on November 9th, a couple weeks ago. You know, if this thing would have sold in like 2005 or so, we would be all about I love lamp right now. Like, we would say I love lamp so many times.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it would be problematic.
Okay. Where's the dartboard in Hawkeye's tent located? That's ridiculous.
That's a trick question. There was no dartboard in Hawkeye's tent. I'm just having a Josh with you.
Okay. Colonel Potter challenges.
Wait. What? Was that not a real question?
Well, it was.
I mean, it was on the it was on the door. Is that
right? Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was too
honestly
obvious.
wasn't sure right away. So yeah, when you were but yeah, okay, we got that.
Colonel Potter challenges the Marines to a bowling match, and the Marines bring a real pro. What's his name?
I can see him. Or wait, am I thinking of the boxer? Boy, there was kind of a structure to some of these match episodes, wasn't there? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to think of him. I remember Klinger knowing who he was because I think he might have been from wherever the fuck Klinger was from. I can't think of it. What was? Toledo. Yeah, I don't know. What was this dude's name?
Marty Ubanchek. The Trenton Tornado.
Okay, yeah. Never would have thought of it, but as soon as you said that last name, that's very much rang a bell. Meanwhile, in shipping land, we have a Rick. Take it away. What's the next item?
It's a zip drive.
Yeah, what's a zip drive?
Back in the early 2000s, it was the upgrade from a diskette drive, and it could hold, I think, 100 megabyte, which was pretty big back then. The newer ones had 250 megabyte. This one's actually a Scuzzy, which is much faster than their traditional parallel or USB that they came in. But so this is a little more expensive than the ones you have. So if you find a zip drive, if you find a Scuzzy version, you're set.
Wow. That was intense, man. It's a good thing we covered what a diskette is earlier, so you don't have to
right.
backtrack all the way that far. Yeah.
And it fits, and it just fits in like just a 9x6x3 box, and only weighs about 2 pounds.
It's like you have dimension and weight Tourette's or something. Like you just are compelled to talk about what each thing will fit into.
You know, somebody just needs to know that if they happen to be creating a listing right now for a iOmega zip drive Scuzzy, and they need to know the weight and dimensions, they could just put it in right there.
Scuzzy. I like how you just made up this Scuzzy thing, and now you're trying to pass it off like it's a real thing. I hope the listeners are enjoying it, because it's just I'm just eye rolling over here like, yeah, I get it, dude. It's hilarious. Great bit. Why would they call it a Scuzzy?
It's a SCSI, which stands for I don't know if I remember what that.
Are you kidding me? I got a real problem with what's the word? Not acronym. What's the when it's like letters?
That's acronym.
Is that an acronym? I got a real problem when they don't suit, like the word that is used does not suit the letters. SCSI.
Yeah.
And you're going double Z out of that? Really?
Small.
That's hogwash.
Computer. I think it's small computer system interface, if I remember right.
You think?
It's just a set of standards for physically connecting the transferring data between computers and peripheral devices.
Now, that's the thing, is like, maybe by that point, I would have even not been paying attention enough to know that you just read that. But the first thing you said, where it was like, I think it's you just said like a very quick thing. That I would not have caught. There's no way I would have just thought, oh yeah, he probably just knows that. Why wouldn't he? All right.
You should know now. Now's my tip. If I say I think I'm
oh yeah, I'm all over you. Believe me. Like I had a real awakening editing that last episode. I didn't overplay it, but I did. The zip drive. So yeah, okay. There I see SCSI. The Scuzzy sold for $112.65. Profit $84.88. Listed a couple weeks ago, November 16, 2022. Next is a 2013 WrestleMania 15x20 double-sided poster.
Have you ever watched wrestling before?
Not a huge fan. No, I was more of a. Yeah, I got nothing there. Yeah, I've watched wrestling off and on for my entire life. You? Probably for you, mostly a childhood thing, and then.
Yeah, I was annoyed when you guys were into wrestling in college.
Oh yeah, yeah. That must have been
And
awful, really. If you had no if you had no, if you weren't into that at all, that must have been, ugh.
Yeah. But I get it. 4 ounces.
4 ounces. Let's say in like 1999, everybody in town, everybody we went to college with and hung out with, all the wrestling folk were getting together for a big wrestling pay-per-view that we were all going to watch. And you were like, nah, I'm out. I'm good. What would you have done in 1998 or 1999 at that time on your own when everybody else was watching wrestling? What do you think you would have done?
I was probably out, hitting the nightlife, picking up chicks, What I really was doing, I was probably, I don't know.
Was that around the time when you killed a guy?
I don't remember what I used to do, like when you guys would get together and watch wrestling, because I know I sat in a couple of times, but
sure. But there must have been a lot of times where you were like, "Oh God, another one."
Yeah, most of the time I wasn't. So I don't know if I was just like watching TV elsewhere, playing video games. I don't know. Oh, damn it! Now you got me confused. God, I screwed up.
I like it when it happens to you. It makes me feel better. WrestleMania 2-sided poster from 2013 sold for $15.90. Ooh, took a loss on this one. What happened? Lost $1.57.
What does it say on the cost for that?
$10. Can't believe you paid $10 for that.
Okay, what was the date on that?
February 16, 2021.
That might have been like one of the storage.
Yeah.
Maybe that I bought.
Yeah.
And yeah, back then I was dividing the cost out between the things that I had. And I had a couple.
Oh yeah, you're right. So. It is vendorstorage.treasures.com.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for nothing. 2-sided WrestleMania poster. I can see why you hate wrestling. Fuck that.
Yeah. It's paying the money for no reason.
All right. Then we have a CD, I believe. Don Dixon. What's the name of this album? I would like you to say it.
Oh, gosh, see how I already packaged it up. I can tell you here in a minute.
Okay, yeah, you do that.
Oh, if I'm a ham, well, you're a sausage.
Yeah, classic Don Dixon.
Let me know how much shipping is on that one because it's going to Canada. I don't know.
Okay.
Might be cheaper on eBay.
Sure.
I tried listening to the album, but it wasn't on any streaming service, and I've had to do YouTube, and I found like a couple of songs that he had on that was on YouTube. And so
is If I'm a Ham While You're a Sausage a song, or just did you find that at all, or was that maybe just the album?
It was the album name.
But is it a song too, or did you not see that?
I didn't see it.
Okay, I'd like to think that's a song because I want to hear that song someday. Sounds pretty genius. USPS first class international, $21.
Okay, so eBay is $12, so I'm gonna ship it right here through eBay.
All right. That CD, Don Dixon, sold for $23.65. Profit $9.50. Excuse me. So listed March 16, 2019.
Ooh, that's an old one.
Yeah. All right. We're going to dip our toes back into the WWE waters just to see what happens. Hopefully they don't take more of our money.
First.
Oh, by the way, it's first before that even. I really like the name of the person that bought Don Dixon.
E International Delivery.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Oh, Uma. Like, I like the one before was Ira, and I always think of Arrested Development.
Ira.
When he's like, we need to get these Gilligan. We need to get these IRA things. It's actually Ira. Okay, Gilligan need to get these IRA things.
Yes. Classic.
So second of all, who wrote a letter informing parents that their son was killed while driving an ambulance?
Radar.
What was that about? I don't remember that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Do you not remember that? That was Jerry O'Donnell was the man driving the Jeep or the evac ambulance that tipped over, and we had that question. Might have just been that last show, and you went through the whole Stand By Me. He has a talk show now thing, and it wasn't even it was Jerry O'Donnell. So yeah. And just because Radar was, a sweet and gentle soul, he was chosen or somehow ended up writing the letter to the parents because it would take a soft, gentle touch. What is the WWE item? An NXT shirt? Is that right?
It's a t-shirt. It's a women's t-shirt featuring Sami Zayn.
Oh, Sami Zayn is huge right now.
What can you tell me about her?
Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. First of all, what did you say? Sami Zayn and what? And
the Zaniacs?
The Zaniacs, sure. So Sami Zayn is a gentleman, not a lady.
Oh, it is. Okay.
I know it's spelled Sami, so that probably threw you. But yeah, anyway, long story short, he's very, very big right now. So I'm not surprised that this sold right now.
Well, a shirt only weighs 5 ounces, so I can see that too.
Oh yeah, totally. That also factors into what we're talking about.
We had another sale too.
Oh, God damn it. Yay! Yay, that's good for the bottom line, and that's what we're all about here at Maple Colligan.
Or is it?
By the way, yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder about one of us. Did you see this person's name that bought this NXT shirt? This is a real Charles Emerson Winchester III situation over here.
Well, print it off and I'll look.
It's coming.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
Buddendorf. Are you a big Dorfon fan?
Man, I don't know if I just remember this so clearly for some reason, or if we talked about this on like the first ever episode we did, and I remember hearing it when I edited it, but we've definitely talked about Dorf before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've had the Dorf conversation. My memory of it is I think we were kind of on the same page. Maybe you were even a little more familiar with it. But I just remember it being this really weird thing where it was just this guy pretending to be a little person by kneeling all the time. Yeah. And then he would like fish or play golf or what have you.
The golf one, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually seen one. Have you ever actually seen that at all?
No. Yeah, I remember there being like info commercials for it.
Yes.
And that's obviously it was never in theaters or anything. So it would be interesting, to know a little bit more about Dorf.
For some reason, I want to do a Dorf and Ernest back-to-back double feature. I'm not sure why, but I want to mix those.
That was Tim Conway that did that Dorf.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea. That's.
Are you a Conway head? Is that why that interests you?
No, but I know who that is. I didn't realize it was like somebody famous that was, or somebody that was.
You were just kind of surprised to see that it was a name you recognized.
Right. I just figured it was some random guy that came up with this idea and put in his own money to have these info commercials to try to sell some VHS tapes to make some money. But
you thought there was actually a guy named Dorf, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's why you're surprised that it's Tim Conway, because you thought it was somebody actually called Dorf.
Yeah, and then I thought then I thought I was like, well, then because he was on that show, that Webster show, I think, right?
Wait, who? Dorf?
Yeah.
Dorf Webster?
I thought so, right?
Was Tim Conway kneeling down Webster?
Yeah.
Wow. Revelations.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, dude.
Pass, right?
I mean, like way more than I ever realized. Wow, I am thunderstruck by this. Okay. WWE NXT Sami Zayn shirt sold for $21.64. Profit $14.35. No list date.
Well, it's the summer sometime. I thought Tim Conway just died, but that was 3 years ago he died.
Boy, you are a Conway head. Like, what is you have a genuine fascination with Tim Conway.
Well, I just happen to have the page up now that I was looking it up, but
yeah, but you had an idea of how long ago you thought he died. I mean, that's way more than.
Well, I remember the story coming out. I'm gonna buy a Dorf VHS.
Yeah.
I should probably watch a couple skits and see how funny it really is.
I say buy sight unseen, but I guess it's your money, whatever.
Do you think Dorf was like a character on the Carol Burnett show, and then it was, kind of like Saturday Night Live, how they just spin off and do a movie on it?
Is that? I don't know. Is that what happened? Are you saying that?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
God, that seems right. I mean, not that I know it or anything, but it does feel like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it totally was.
I feel like you started to say you're right, but that was your thing.
So. Yeah, I was right.
You're right.
Yeah, it was started on Carol Burnett show.
Wow. If I did what you just did, you'd be like, oh, really? Like, you didn't already know that? You just set yourself up to be right like that. Well, hey, do you think it's possible that maybe this started on the Carol Burnett show and then it just became a thing? I don't know. Oh, hey, look at that. It did.
It would be better if you were looking it up at the same time and you just say that, and then I'd be looking it up and you'd be ahead of me like, oh, yeah, it did.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. If we can get some goddamn work done here, I would like to do this Timberwolves Christmas ornament.
Okay, well, I mean, it weighs 5 ounces. I don't know what else you want from me.
Oh, yeah. That's what my computer says, too.
Note from buyer. I'm sure this goes without saying. Please pack well to avoid breaking in transit. Thank you. So I shouldn't just put the label directly on the ornament and put it just like that. That would be funny. If I had 2 of them, I would totally do that. Just stick it on there and send one of them out, and just like the next day send another one.
Jeez, I'm really sick about this. I didn't see your note. Sorry.
Yeah. Just be like, just an Ace Ventura where there's like, sounds broken. Probably, sir.
Got a package, people. All right. Due to a little pirate ship tomfoolery, I'm still trying to get through this cursed Timberwolves ornament. I mean, this ornament really has like, first and foremost, I have to buy you lunch because of it, and really ultimately because I'm an idiot who made a bad bet. But it starts there, and then basically all of the delays tonight. Well, except for the laptop
Has
once
been
again. But
yeah, it's been all around this thing.
yeah, it's been a real problem. And I cannot wait to get it done. Where are you at on wanting to get this done? Are you just happy just hanging out?
I'm always looking, like, if we can get out of here before midnight, like, I'm always, that's a good goal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Do you know who was the spin the bottle champion at the age of 12?
I mean, it seems like that would be Hawkeye to me.
Try opposite.
Frank?
Oh.
I mean, I don't want to get off on a side tangent here, but wouldn't Frank be the opposite of Hawkeye? I mean, you kind of
Well, I
him
guess, but
Margaret?
Father Mulcahy.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. I'll accept that as opposite as well. Something about a Timberwolves ornament sold for $25.47, profit $18.99, and listed whenever. Who cares? Nobody cares. Say something in the comments if you give a shit when anything was listed, okay? Because I could use it. Meanwhile, what a shitty way to go out. I hope something else sells after this thing, because this is stupid.
The Timberwolves one? I told you there was another sale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the last sale.
Oh, do you know what the last sale was?
In which we're going to lose goddamn money again. Because it's another goddamn... It's another profit vampire teddy bear.
Yeah, there you go.
You said earlier, next time I'll have to deliver the joke, and we didn't even have to wait till next time.
While you're waiting here, who helped Hawkeye build the still?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, it had to be Trapper, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. That's one where if it was anybody, if it was anything other than Trapper, I would never play this match trivia game ever again.
It would have been like, nobody. He did it himself.
Spear Chucker, maybe.
Spear Chucker. I wonder if that'll come up at any point in time. It's got to be in here somewhere, right?
I mean, considering some of the other garbage that's been in there, I would imagine it would be. Vampire Teddy sold for $23.87. A loss of 92 cents. So you got under $1 on that. Yeah.
If you sell a few more, I will raise the price so to try to at least break even.
Although, yeah, wasn't the first one tonight like a profit of $1 or something?
So, yeah, it was. Yeah. So maybe I'm wrong.
You're in the black on those tonight.
Yeah. See?
Listed October 7, 2021.
Okay. One more question for you.
All right.
It's a quote. Who said, quote, "They have an uncanny knack for health here, not to mention antic lunacy."
Wow. I'll say Sydney Friedman.
Ooh, good job.
Yeah.
I'd have never gotten that one.
I was kind of lost for the first couple seconds, but then I could just who would analyze the entire unit?
Sure.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I think we've talked about that. I never think of Sydney.
Yeah, no, I mean that's. I feel like that's the first time Sydney has ever actually popped into my head. Right or wrong answer. I feel like he's usually not in there. All right. That brings another shipping session to a close as we move to the final bottom line profit for the last 2 days is $578.14.
All right, that's good. Make up for the last time.
Easily clearing our goal of 200 a day. I did not Not for lack of thinking about it, but I did not really come up with an ending like we talked about. So
I'm
gonna try to workshop that this weekend.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Awesome. What's how do you say water in French?
Oi.
Yeah, close enough.
What is
I
it?
feel like that's more of a Yiddish thing, but yeah, close enough.
Oi.
EAU. Oh. Just like
okay.
O, like show me your O face, you know?
Oh, I got
Oh, yeah, exactly.
it.
All right, great Abbott and Costello routine, but I will talk to you on Sunday.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.